Welcome back to the Quiet Mountain Radio program. We accidentally figured out where to go. We were just trying to get our bearings, and we found this really sad scene of this dog.
Yeah, this is messing with me.
Yeah.
That's sad.
The dog was all alone, tied up and hung from the ceiling. With no means to cut the ropes and free him, the unlucky girl could only stand and watch the poor creature struggle. Yeesh. All right. So I'm hoping that we can find a way to get him down, and also find those butterflies.
Well, there were those jigsaw scissors.
Yes.
Back where we started,
Yes.
so I guess that's probably what we're aiming for.
But I think when I went to click on them, what did it say? They're out of reach.
They're out of your reach right now.
Yeah. So we have to find a way to get them in reach. Huh.
Now we're seeing a...
Who is this? Is this a... Are you an adult? No, you're not. You're not an adult. The unlucky girl met Diana, the strong-willed princess.
Really?
As she gathered her courage to speak to the princess cursed.
She's such a pain.
Oh,
that was some heavy cursing right there.
That's a curse right there.
She's such a pain.
Yep.
Maybe they edited that out.
Maybe
she said a really naughty word.
Something awful, and we can't even put that on television in America. Whoa. Okay.
That door must have some importance.
Is this a door?
Is it a door?
It's
That's
like
gotta be a something eventually.
It's like a canvas.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Okay.
Only this wall
seems to be made of cloth. Okay.
Interesting.
What's this way? Is that a pipe? What is that? It's really hard to tell what's actually
what
like interactable in this world.
Yeah.
I thought like for sure this locker would have been something, but it's not. There's virtually no point of even being in this particular closet.
This was back in the day where that kind of stuff wasn't like written into the law of game design.
Right, where it had to shine or it had to glow, it had to have a hue or something.
You just run around and click X on it, or A or whatever.
Yeah, X or A, whatever you had, right? It reminds me, you ever see those old cell animations of like Scooby-Doo where you're looking at a still frame and you can see that there's an object that is very clearly going to be interacted with.
Right, because it's a different color?
Yeah, it's a different color, or it has like actual resolution. It's not just painted into like the background.
Right. There is a word for that. I don't know what it is.
I'm not sure what it is either, but this game did definitely not know that word either.
All those Hanna-Barbera shows and, like you said, Scooby-Doo.
Yep, it all use that same...
The one brick in the wall would look differently.
The brick or the lever or the knight. You knew that knight was going to move.
Right. Okay, so we're seeing...
A new guy.
Gollum doing some cleaning.
Yeah.
And...
So, I don't think I want to be in the smoking room right now. I don't think that's our priority.
Probably not.
No. That's something that I actually am really starting to like about this game, as I'm playing it for the first time, is that the word Metroidvania gets thrown around a lot, but it definitely has like that feel to it, where there are rooms that we can go into that we are unable to really do anything with, simply because we might not have an item or we might not have a an interaction that has needed to be completed beforehand. And so it has that sort of feel of there's that bit of backtracking, but now that I have this item, I can go take it to so-and-so in this room and complete this task. So that's kind of what it's making me think of, is that level design of a Metroidvania.
Well, that's interesting. I never thought of it that way, because I associate Metroidvania with like your character's unlocking abilities, but I guess you could almost think of a key or whatever object you're looking for as that. But
yeah, a dialogue prompt that allows the game to continue is kind of like a key. If maybe there's a character who needs some object and you bring it to them, and then they open a door for you, is that not a key?
No, I suppose it is. I wouldn't have ever come to that.
Sure.
What you just said about it being Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Oh.
Some child crying. Who's
Who's
this?
crying?
I hope it's
And
not
who
this
is
lady.
this?
The unlucky girl met Martha, the queen of cleaning. The queen glared at Jennifer as if she were filthier than dirt itself.
Interesting that it referred to you by name there.
It did.
You wretch.
Wow.
And she's calling. Isn't that exactly what
That's exactly
the guy
what,
called
what
you?
Hoffman called us. Yeah.
Hoffman? Yeah.
Nobody's really nice to Jennifer. No, we're back in the smoking room. Huh. Oh, I see.
Oh. Okay.
That makes sense. Okay.
Does it?
It does,
Okay.
yeah. I'm kind of starting to get like a mental picture of
Piecing it
this
together a little bit.
absolute labyrinth
Oh, I see.
of a world
Okay.
zone.
That's where we were, I see.
Yes.
Yes,
So I'm going
obviously.
to try guest room. There we go. Okay.
Cutscene means progress. Also,
Yeah.
twinkly thing means
Yeah,
progress.
twinkling thing. We'll talk
So
to her
that's
in a
probably
bit.
who's crying.
I hope so. Copper
The
leaf.
copper leaf.
Okay, let's go talk to the girl then. It's shaped like a leaf. Could it be part of something else? If anything, other than just to get this noise to stop.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this
Yeah.
noise like just the
Grating,
worst?
yeah. The unlucky girl met Olivia, the tearful princess. As the princess cried on, the girl gathered her courage and spoke to her. The tearful princess just cried on and on.
Also interesting that they're
me-
referring.
Oh!
You're all going to die down here.
I'm not a fan of what just happened there.
So it called her a princess,
Mm-hmm.
and it called the lady the queen of something.
Queen of cleaning.
Cleaning. So are they all going to be referred to by, I guess, hierarchical
There you go.
names?
Yeah,
You think?
I have to imagine so. I know that this game was heavily influenced by Grimm fairy tales.
Yep.
So
I did read that
it's
as
gonna
well.
have that fantasy element to it. You could almost argue that this is a dark fantasy game,
Sure.
or falls into the dark fantasy. Is that a genre?
Genre?
Yeah, I suppose so.
It's not one that's typically associated with games.
No.
I think that's more of like a book film
book.
kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dark
so,
fantasy, but-
I have that fork in my hand now. It's the dessert fork.
You are equipped with a fork.
How do I?
Oh,
Ooh, look
are
at
you
that.
controlling that?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing that.
How?
That's the right trigger. Left trigger does the same
Oh,
thing.
so you have a little bit of control. Okay.
Yeah. So
Well, that'll be-
what is?
that'll be good to know.
I'm just now pressing buttons here, so forgive me while I take my time. That appears to be the
Does that look like a guard?
either guard or
block?
cower or smell your fingers stance. I was hoping to find out how to. Oh, there we go. How did I? How did
What's
I
the
do
attack
that?
button?
There we go.
The triangle?
It's, so you have to hold R1 and then hit X. And she kind of
Vaguely pokes in the
pokes with
direction.
yeah,
of
and
the
she covers her face, and all right, well, Jennifer, we're gonna get into some trouble with that.
Well, we're definitely going with the
Four-leaved clover. Okay. Oh. That's
combat is difficult and
oh yeah.
awkward.
I'm sure
thing
it's
here.
going to be just a delight to deal with. So I don't think any of these doors are going to be open right now.
Probably not.
No. All right. Just doing our best to figure out where to go, and like I said, just keeping the mental picture in my head at all times of where we're going in the game is it would be difficult if I wasn't doing this Let's Play.
Talking.
Yeah, if I wasn't having to, stay interesting and talk about things and all of that while we're playing this, I would probably still be having time because there's just no, at least, right now,
There's no HUD marker
there's
telling you where to go.
there's nothing. And, I don't think that's, ooh, look at that.
There's probably some subtle cues that we're kind of missing. just
Probably.
based on the
Yeah.
format.
Yeah, probably.
But also, this comes from the time where, again, like that was sort of the norm.
Yeah. Yep.
especially in
Yep.
horror game.
And
You know,
I think
style
I'm just
horror.
not used to it. I mean, I've played like your Dark Souls where there's no quest marker or objective anything like that. But
No, but that game has a trail of enemies that sort of lead you in directions. Yeah.
it really does. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Pig.
This doesn't really have that. We're just sort of wandering around this airship looking for the next cutscene,
Right.
or the next thing to pick up, and it's a little tricky to keep it all in your brain. It reeks badly. Wow, everybody's kind of rude to
Everybody
each
is
other.
really rude. Jeez.
There's no nice people.
You saying that makes me reminds me of something I read about one of the other stated goals at the beginning of the project was to, or at least a theme.
Sure.
I think it was compassion between intimate relationships. That was the that was the key word. So
That
it's
was like the
interesting that
keyword
everybody's
pitch,
rude.
right?
I think so.
Yeah.
At least one of them.
Yeah.
So it's
unlucky-
interesting that everybody's so rude to each other.
Just like unbearably. She was just rude to the pig.
Because when
For
I
no
read
reason.
when I read that, I assumed it meant we'd be getting like happy interactions
Sure.
with people, not really rude
Like
interactions.
that grown woman cleaning the floor just
Yeah.
looked up and called us a name.
The queen of cleaning.
The queen of cleaning. The unlucky girl met Wendy, the lonely princess.
Okay, so she's a princess too.
The princess saw that the girl was confused, so she smiled gently and said,
You're the new girl, aren't you? I'm Wendy. It's nice to meet you.
"All right.
Okay.
Anything else?
No one wants to be alone.
Okay. Seems like it hasn't been used in a long time. Is that why everybody's calling me names? Calling me filthy?
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. The G's in all these all the G's,
the
they
font.
look like S or something,
Oh.
like not G in the font to me. I don't know if you've noticed.
There's definitely some weird
I mean,
font
it's just a
choices being
stylized
made.
font,
Yeah.
but-
But I can't say that I thought of them as G's. If I start misreading anything like that, please let me know.
Okay.
Okay, so where are? Oh,
Have we gone in a big circle?
Relatively small circle, unfortunately.
Okay.
Let me see what I can do here. Is this okay? So we're back in the turbine area.
Okay.
And this is the livestock room
Okay.
that we just came from. So I want to get back to that area that we were in previously, where our save point was and where we could get back to first class. This is okay. Here we go. That part where the camera transitions as you're rounding a corner
It always throws you
is
off, doesn't it?
unbearable.
Especially if they don't have the. Is it tank controls? Is up always up, or is up always forward?
Good
I should
question.
say? Like during a camera transition, if you're still holding up, does it turn you around?
Good question. No, it doesn't.
Must
yes,
not be.
yes, it does. As I'm turning these corners, it's okay. That one was okay, but when I'm turning the corner and now the camera's facing towards me, then it seems to have an issue with that.
Okay.
I'm just going to say
Right, because then up would be
down
backwards.
yeah,
from
or
the
backwards,
Camera,
yeah.
Right. They don't have the camera relative controls. I should
Yes,
say.
it doesn't seem so. It almost seems contextual at times.
Right.
All right.
It's one of those like Devil May Cry has that.
Yeah,
original
the
Devil May
first
Cry.
one,
Yeah. Can you get the not? I know you're leaving, but can you get the scissors with the fork in any way?
Let me find out. Actually, that's a
Like
good
these
question.
Old adventure game logic
Yeah,
kind of
it
things?
definitely has that adventure game like unintuitive puzzle logic to it,
Yeah,
where
just click
like,
everything
yeah.
on everything until you get progress.
Of course, you need the
No way. Okay,
scissors.
okay.
Okay,
Now, why don't you just use that bucket right there?
this bucket. I don't think I can take his head off.
Well,
I don't think he'd
right,
let me do
but
that.
I guess that's adventure game logic
yeah.
right there. Just
Why don't you never thought to take the
let's ask for. No, you don't want to ask for clues.
Okay, I'll ask for clues.
Let's see what
once.
that does.
Yeah. Let's see what he has to say. Ask for clues. If memory serves me correctly, you are in search of a butterfly. A butterfly you were in search of. The green butterfly is the one you wish to follow.
Right, but we have that.
Offer the butterfly to the aristocrats. That is the only clue. I was under the impression we were going to have to find a lot more. That was sort of my my holdup, as I thought we were searching for more butterflies. But
was it plural? Did it say? It said give me a butterfly, didn't it?
Well, it said a butterfly for each person. So unless that means for each person enters, yeah.
Must be.
Now there's more crying kids. Oh boy, here we go.
Like this. Oh god.
All right, okay, battle. Sometimes enemies will jump out and impede Jennifer's progress. Hold down the R1 button to ready for combat and press the X button to attack. You will inflict greater damage if you have a weapon equipped. Well, good thing we got this dessert fork. Getting hit or grabbed by enemies will deplete your health. To shake them off, quickly move the left analog stick back and forth.
That'll sound lovely on the microphone.
Oh, yeah. If you keep taking damage, you'll slow down and eventually collapse, and the game will end. So remember to replenish your health by using recovery items and after taking damage. All right.
Oh, God!
I can't... This
must be the violence towards children we were talking about.
Come on now. Oh, no.
Oh, don't get grabbed.
Oh, no. Getting grabbed here. Okay. There's no, like, lock on. It's just point in a direction and stab with the dessert fork. Come on, you. Did I get him? Oh.
Well, he's dispensing blood, so
gross.
Presumably he's dead, yeah.
Icky. I feel...
Wow.
Now I feel filthy.
Yeah. Too bad the sinks don't work.
Yeah, they don't. All right. He's gross. We wanted to go this way because we were going back to those first quarters cabins.
Interesting that... Not even interesting. It's just that...
That
old game thing where an enemy, if they started dispensing the blood texture like that,
you knew
they were dead. Yeah.
Everybody's got like a death cry, like a death rattle.
Yeah. I mean, that still is kind of around, but like enemies in Dead Space and stuff, they'll play possum a little bit sometimes. Yeah.
I'm trying to kind of read this story. You can barely hear the voice lines of the girl reading this or saying this story, telling the story.
Boy, I sure hope her voice is coming through on the video.
I hope so. It's a good thing there's subtitles.
Should I be reading it? Or should someone? Nah, it's fine.
No, yeah.
People can read.
Yeah. Hmm. Oh, all right.
Did we loop there?
Yeah, we just did. Okay. Interesting.
Oh, I thought that girl was in this room. I thought that's what was happening.
It said as I entered the room, it said something about you can hear a child reading aloud.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's that.
And I can still hear her, apparently going by the subtitles. All right, we're going to make an offering now of our gross dead butterfly. How did a butterfly get in an airship?
It flew up there.
I wonder if maybe they thought, like, hey, I don't want anybody else in the club. So then they were like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make the prize to get into the club a butterfly. Who's ever going to do that? And now somebody just did it. And they're like, oh, God, guys, what do we do?
So they've rejected your butterfly. I guess I thought that was it.
Yeah.
I thought that was the way to go.
I wonder why they... Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Progress.
Yep. Oh, something on the ground. Let's go find that. Okay. I'm going to turn the camera around. Look at that. I just found out that you can... The camera might not be as bad now that I know that the left and right triggers R2 and... Pick that up, please.
I bet you can't with the fork in your hand. Oh,
yeah, there we go. A one-leaf key. Oh, back in that area where all those clover doors were, where I got the butterfly. That's the one-leaf clover door. Okay.
There was more than one? I must
I couldn't open the one, so I thought, well, there's no way they're just going to let me into one of these.
Right.
There's all these markings on the door. Now I have to... Oh, who is... I don't like this. In front of the unlucky girl stood a man in a brown coat that she had never seen before. The coat of the man. The man quietly handed her a storybook.
We already have this one. Oh, the Cloverfield.
The Cloverfield.
By J.J. Abrams.
Once upon a time, there was an unlucky girl. All she wanted was to be happy, so she went to a clover field. She found a one-leaf clover, but she dropped it on the road.
This is what the girl was
This is
reading.
Exactly what the girl was reading.
Yeah, so we don't need to... I mean, you can flip through it, I think, but...
I'm worried that with old games like this, that if you don't flip through it, that there's something that's missing. Yeah. Like they've taped a key to the back page or something.
For sure. The Clover Field. All right.
So I need to figure out how the heck to get back to those clover doors. And I have an idea of how to do so. Just remembering that all those doors, and like we talked about a while ago, just having those doors that don't go anywhere, and then you enter a room and you're like, shoot, was this the door that doesn't lead me somewhere, or is this door locked? Just every single time you turn a corner, you get that. Okay. Oh, whoa, man, that kind of got me. Oh, whoa, hey, there we go. Ooh. What is that? Oh, can I peek through that?
There once was a hole here.
Yeah, hey.
Going south.
Another reference. Oh, this is where we were being spied on from.
Oh, you. Creepy.
Yeah.
These kids are messed up.
Oh, yeah. And then what is this? What is this? That's an air duct with a...
There's a button, dude. You gotta try.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's a strange button. Press the switch. Yes, please. Is that going to lower our scissors? Yes.
Oh, nice.
Give me the scissors. There we go. Okay, I want to take a look. So this is a... Is that a rat? I thought it was a cat at first.
I thought it was a cat, too.
Make me think it's a rat. And if I come over here, you can kind of see...
What's with, like, the painted
Is that an elephant?
Oh, is that what's going on?
Is that what that's supposed to be? And then that's...
That looks like an elephant trunk for sure.
Yeah.
With like the file cabinet as the trunk.
And then what is this?
I don't know.
And then you've got that with the teeth is making me think rat.
That's gotta be.
And
a rat,
then
yeah.
like, you know, spying on the person in the filth room. They don't think too highly of Jennifer, I guess.
So I think I figured it out. We get the scissors and we cut the dog down.
I think so.
That's gotta be what we do.
It's gotta be. There's been enough contextualizing. I wonder if we ask the scarecrow. Attention. Like, if we get the scissors in hand and we talk to the scarecrow, and if he's like, "No, you got it. You're all right." Okay, come on now, give me. There we go. As the unlucky girl examined the scissors, they suddenly spoke. No thanks necessary. No thanks necessary. You might have been better off being bound than being free to feel pain. So scary.
The scissors are talking?
The scissors are talking. The scissors, they cut the rope. They're rather rusty.
Okay.
Hey. All right, let's go try to get that dog.
You want to save while you're here?
I do.
Safety save?
I absolutely do. Safety save, as always. Save. I'm really, like, kind of nervous about if we ever die in combat, if it's, like, gonna set us back to...
Oh, it definitely will.
A save point, or if it'll just kick us to, you know, before the combat. So I'm trying to keep that in mind, because with these older horror games, you just never know how incredibly unforgiving it's gonna be.
Well, I think... I mean, I know it's incredibly punishing and can be really frustrating if you get a crappy thing happens and you get screwed, but with checkpoints, it kind of removes the tension in an encounter. You know? Like, oh, the quick save has me, or the checkpoint's got me, my back. I don't have to worry, you know.
The scary monster's no longer scary, because as soon as he defeats me, I'm just going to come back and, you know, try again. When you know it's going to set you back, it's a little different then, right?
Right.
Rusty scissors.
Save the doggo.
That is not a very good, like...
Where your cursor is
the cursor indicator is just non-existent.
The font kind of squiggling.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't show it. I'm glad. I was afraid she was just going to let the dog, like...
Drop. It looked like she got him down. The unlucky girl cut the ropes with the scissors and freed the dog.
Right, yes, that's what we just did. Thank you.
Free from captivity, the dog seemed quite happy. However, the dog stood there and wouldn't move.
Collar.
It looked up at the girl as if wanting something, waiting for her reaction.
Oh, dude, he's got to want the collar.
Yep. I'm really glad
Or like a bone.
that
bone.
I didn't put anything in the storage bin. I thought about just putting all the other stuff that we had in storage just to get it out of the inventory, but
Sure.
I totally would have done that to the collar had I actually thought to do that, but this works out really well. His name is Brown.
Not yellow.
There we go. Giving
I don't know.
commands to Brown.
I don't know how well. I'll let you read this first.
Press the circle button to order Brown to come to Jennifer. Press the square button to order Brown to stay. Okay.
Now, in prior episodes that aren't on YouTube yet, we had discussed music kind of at length.
Yeah,
So I won't go over the full discussion again necessarily, but
Sure.
and I hope it's coming through in the video. But this game has a tremendous soundtrack.
Fantastic. I think it was done
we're
by 4 different composers.
I don't know.
5?
I don't know.
But they stated that they wanted it all to be live orchestral to give it like this sublimely human effect of like people playing the instruments for that emotion. So it's a complete orchestral style soundtrack, which, you know, for these games, you really saw them leaning towards like the sort of synthesized or the digital,
Sure.
Music composition, or even the what am I thinking of? The sort of like progressive drum machine style music.
Even
that
at
you
this
had.
time, you think?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And so to have something like this with such a small game be this like beautiful orchestral soundtrack is just fantastic.
Well, it adds like a, I don't know, a texture to the music.
Yeah, that's a great word for it. Yeah,
it's not really comparable, but Family Guy uses a
Yeah,
live
it does.
orchestra.
You're
and
right,
It has
it
such a
does.
great like
Yeah.
flair to it
Yeah.
because of Seth MacFarlane's love for that big
the
band
big
stuff.
band
but,
and the pageantry and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, in kind of the opposite end of the spectrum, I guess, this is like really haunting. And it makes me wonder if, I suppose Silent Hill 2 was probably...
It's got sort of that jazz, like new wave kind of feel to it. It's got a lot of those,
Well,
like...
it was done by Akira, right? Yamaoka?
Yes.
But,
yes.
I mean, it must have been a live orchestra, or at least live recorded.
Yeah,
like,
live, yeah,
not
yep.
digital stuff.
Yeah. So it told me that I can use the biscuit tin.
Yeah, I think you have to go around to where it was, actually. I think that's what was blinking on the other
Yeah,
side of the gate there.
I did pick it up.
Oh.
And
If
then
you
it...
just press square or circle, does he do anything? There you go.
Oh. So it said I can look at something in my inventory and select it, and then press triangle, and he'll look for something of a similar scent.
So try it with the key.
With this key?
That key.
Okay. So if I do this...
Find.
Ooh. Oh, my. Okay. And if I do that... You have not selected... Okay. Okay.
For this
for this tutorial.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah,
there.
they're like, hey, you can't do that yet. All right. So why don't we... Whoops.
So where's the biscuit tin then?
That's what I'm looking
Is it?
for.
It's above where his collar. We're up one right there.
Oh, my
where
goodness.
the collar was. Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Okay, so we're going to do fine. And I think what we're going to do is we are going to use the biscuit tin with Brown here and see where that takes us the next time on Quiet Mountain Radio program. Thank you all.